Good evening to all the dignitaries here. And a very good evening to all my brothers and sisters of Maharaj College. Guys, not long before, 5, 10, 15 years before, I was just standing right in this corner on the 10th annual day, and little did I think that I would be addressing this gathering 15 years later on this Silver Jubilee function. To start with, that's a pretty huge profile that you read of me. Thanks a lot for that. Whether it is in business or college, your classroom or wherever it is, we always go by the 80-20 rule. I'll let you know why I speak about the 80-20 rule. 80% of the top clients or revenues for a company comes from the top 20% of the clients. Likewise, 80% of the opportunities come and get attracted to the top 20% of the students. But my message is not for that 20%, not for the creamy layer. What's happening with the other 80%? Why I'm so concerned about that 80% is, that is close to my heart. That is where I belong to. I should initially thank Principal Sir. I was wondering why he invited me. Maybe he doesn't want a gold medalist success story, but he wanted to get the story of an underdog who has seen marginal success now in career. The most tricky part for any speaker on this dais is having the cultural programs in the next 20 minutes and being handed over a mic. Okay, that's pretty tricky. I know what you all guys will be waiting for, so we'll not take your time. Right there, that's the pulse. But I have a word for them. In the next 5 minutes, let me tell you what I took from this college. This is important. I haven't had the 90% of the gold medals or the 85 plus 2, but I took something very important from this college. I have taken transformational leadership from this college. We have seen principals, head of departments, who confined to their role. When I was in chemical engineering, chemical and mechanical were shared in the same block. I could see one man coming down, delivering his lectures, and getting back to the admin block, taking another hat and doing all the administrative work. A man who's bombarded with people challenges, operational challenges, none other but our Principal Sir. That is transformational leadership for me. That was my first lesson, sir. That's very inspiring for me in the rest of my career. Today, I drive global marketing teams across Europe, USA. But believe me, the first lessons come from what you observe in your college, from your professors. My second lesson, post going for my master's business administration, there's a lot you got to deal with people, the sales and business and inside sales marketing people across the world. What you need to hone up there is body language. Believe me, I learned body language. I observed body language of my professors here. None other but, if he's sitting here, Mr. Parthasarathy sir. I used to understand how he's walking, how he's erect, his composure, his style, etc. So we always need to take these cues from our professors. My third and the most interesting lesson, or most interesting petroglyph. Petroglyph is nothing but a statement that's written on a stone. That I received from Professor Subbarao, who I once was in awe for his salary he's making those days. I said, sir, you look pretty handsome with this salary and your life is settled. The statement he said is, Suresh, listen up one thing. Whenever in life you believe you're settled, that's where they stop growth. Or there would not be any propelling forward if you believe that you're settled. Okay. So he said success is a journey and it is something which you need to enchant it day in and day out. So that was my third learning from this college. And Sai was asking me to speak, and this was pretty unplanned, so I got some pointers written, but I don't think I need all of that now. Guys, I always reckon we go by the Bruce Lee way. Whenever you have an opportunity to take different walks of life, always be open for that. That's what Bruce Lee mentions. Take something which is important for you, discard something which is not important for you, and add something which is uniquely yours. That's how he formed Jeet Kune Do, or the Taekwondo, from the existing forms of karate. So Tomorrow, whether you take business, whether you take engineering, whether you take a professional job, a corporate job, try to see what's the value add that you can give. You may look at the tea stall nearby, or you may also go out and look at a cryogenic engine or a blast furnace or a bad landing page of a microsite or a website, whichever stream you're in. I mean, I'm talking about multiple streams here. If you can understand the value addition, the unique selling point that you can contribute, there lies your success. That was my Bruce Lee point. Nextly, I would like to quote Newton, where he says, since it's nature's law to change, constancy alone is strange. So nothing is constant. Today, most of your jobs, most of your life in corporate will be destabilized. Believe me, corporate is pretty ruthless outside. You have the chat GPTs, the AI, the machine learning. You have the new technologies that come and swipe off millions of jobs. So the best way for us to be ahead of the competition is try to master those wild horses. The wild horses are the wild technologies. Try to master those wild horses and try to ride over those horses. That's the only way forward. Lastly, guys, when I'm talking about change can happen any point of time. It's a hypothetical case, but I want to tell you because I wish someone told this to me years back. Whichever opportunity that's coming by your way, always cross-map your capabilities. Imagine, it's a hypothetical situation, don't feel bad. Imagine you're on a deathbed and you have a lot of ghosts around you. Those ghosts are your capabilities. Those ghosts are your potential. They would say that they were always around you, but you never tapped onto those ghosts. I take the severe adventure of Mount Everest. I go ahead, I compete on professional modeling. I go and work as a chief marketing officer, and I come back and I'm a son at home. So these opportunities are what you need to tap when you counter them, when they bombard you. Do not run away from them. Do not feel hesitant. I'm right here, an average guy scoring 75% in college, but there is life beyond, which you all can appreciate. I would want you to correlate. Lastly, sir, am I going long? The last minute, if I can also speak on this. This is important, guys. The world outside, believe me, it is pretty ruthless. This college is paradise. See, when we are in college, we always want to go back to school. We would think that school is a beautiful place, a beautiful a paradise. For me, college is a paradise, and for a principal, sir, his younger years of work might be paradise. So why not capitalize and live the moment that you're currently in? Why not make the best of that moment? Why I say this is, I was one of those bad students, Mr. Sarwarao, sir, who thankfully invited me today. He would know. It's all heroic, pretty heroic. Believe me, the guys who roar in the classrooms, who can backtalk any professor, who can, that charming girl, that beautiful diva of the class, and the most popular, the most approved personal, the extra smart, all of us, all of this 80% will be treated as garbage once you step out of college. All the heroics die at the compound wall of the gate. So I'm not undermining anyone, because I very well said that I'm part of that 80%. But trust me, talk to your professors. I have my petroglyphs, I have my statements from them, which make me drive today. I have, like the girl said, though I represented college, won chemical engineering journal awards, got papers published. I was talking to Saradi sir, I was talking to him. He said, hey, somewhere I see you're more good at civils, you're more good at the management part, you're more good with people than machines. That single advice, believe me, has changed the way I have taken my career to the next level. So it comes from them. Otherwise, engineering is a time where you got to figure out what's important for you. This time is your internals can wait, your exams can wait, your percentage. I myself reject a lot of IITians and IIM guys when they come for interviews. I may take from someone from a college like ours, or a college which is rated low than MVGR, multiple times rated low than MVGR. Doesn't matter. What matters is what kind of credibility are you bringing? What kind of confidence you're bringing to the table? That is exactly what matters. So guys, on the last note, though people like me, the alumni, see a certain level of success as we stand here today, we have messed up multiple years of life. We have lived a pretty average years of life. We have also, made bad decisions. We have had backfired multiple strategies. We have messed up a lot of strategies, business strategies, corporate strategies. And I say, that's all okay. That's all okay. Reflect your mistakes, apologize, learn, and propel forward. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for all your attention.
Thank you so much, Mr. Suresh Babu, for inspiring us in our career development and future planning. I request Ms. Sangeeta Singh to introduce our chief guest, Dr. K. Venkata Subbaya Garu.